Hawkeye, the saga of Clint Barton and Kate Bishop by Matt Fraction and David Aja. I really fucking love this book. And Hawkeye is also one of my favorite characters. In Marvel especially, he's this guy on the Avengers that consistently proves himself, consistently, to be around these people. The first time we see Hawkeye in comics, he just beats Iron Man's ass, which I think just makes him that much more of an endearing character, is the fact that he's just the guy. He's like the Batman of the Avengers in my perspective. Lesser than T'Challa, because T'Challa could definitely beat Batman's ass any day. I mean, fight me. Hawkeye and this collection of the comic run with Matt Fraction and David Aja starts out with Kate Bishop's first time really meeting Hawkeye, and that was when he was dressed up as Ronin, and he just kind of gave her permission to like, okay, you're Hawkeye now. And this is like years after that happens, when Kate is now pretty much an adult and Hawkeye is the same, kinda. He's died. He's gone deaf before he died. He came back to life. It's been a really weird life for Mr. Barton. At this point in his story, he's just doing his thing. I really like how the story starts by showing that Hawkeye's just a guy. So when he falls from a 70-foot tall building through the glass, he's gonna need to go to the fucking hospital. Hawkeye is also a brash, arrogant asshole. And the story doesn't shy away from the fact that he's kind of careless sometimes. Most times. That's the thing about Marvel superheroes, is the humanity. Not to say that like DC superheroes don't have it, but even then, I think Superman is the most human out of all of them. Diana's a fucking goddess. Bruce is 1%, so whatever. Hal Jordan is a space cop. Most of DC's heroes are about envisioning yourself as them, whereas Marvel's heroes are more about, you could totally be this guy, but would you want to be? It's all pretty much set in New York. Kate goes to LA because Clint's pissing her off for a little bit, but she ends up coming back to New York. The main conflict is with these Russian mobsters that the book makes a lot of jokes about. Like, Clint doesn't know Russian, so every time he's like in a conversation with these guys, it's not like he knows what they're saying. The real conflict is definitely internal with Clint, and he's really figuring out that, like, yeah, you're an Avenger dude, but you're a dude. Tony Stark is just a dude too, but he's super smart, and he built a suit of armor. You don't have that. You have a bow and arrow. You need help, bro. No, he doesn't, and yes, he does. Yes, he's the best archer in the world. Yes, he can hit any target ever. There's no reason for him to pick up anything and not hit his mark. He knows he's great, and that's what also makes him bad. And I think there's a lot that you could gain yourself out of a character like that. You could probably see yourself becoming more like Clint Barton the less you depend on people. And that's what he does. He doesn't depend on people. He doesn't care about what other people are thinking or going through. He's just doing his own thing for the most part. And it also kind of outlines, like, that's what most of the Avengers do. Like, they're always doing their own thing. It's not like Hulk ever comes up to somebody and says, I need help with the stress of my father's abuse or anything. Besides Doc Samson, but that's a Hulk character. He doesn't go to the Avengers with his problems. And Hawkeye doesn't either. But he's not the same as Bruce. He's not the same as Iron Man. But he sees himself as the same, as their equals. Maybe sometimes he sees himself as a little bit better. Not better than Captain America, of course. While I was reading this book, because I was reading it in trade and paperback issues, I collected it. I was just really excited to have a good, substantial Hawkeye comic coming out, because he rarely ever gets a story to himself that's really prominent. And I was glad to have that, and to see Hawkeye's characters jump in every now and then, because Hawkeye has his own rogues gallery. Yeah, it's a little smaller than everybody else's because he's Hawkeye and nobody fucking works on him. But I like Hawkeye. I really like Hawkeye. He's a cool character. I liked him since I saw him in Thor, and I'm like, that's Hawkeye. And everybody around me is like, who? So, and then I'm like, well, now I have to be the biggest Hawkeye fan because it's not like he's less of an Avenger. He's an Avenger. He sacrifices himself to save the world on multiple occasions. And he's a good guy, but he's an asshole. Kate Bishop is a spoiled fucking brat, and she is just as stupid as Clint. She's good. She looks up to Hawkeye, and she's like, well, I want to be like that. And then she finally, never meet your heroes, and she meets him, but she figures out they have a lot in common. They have pretty much everything in common. They are not different. Maybe Kate is on a higher horse because she's rich and she could pretty much get away with doing whatever the fuck she wants in life, but Kate is pretty much just like Clint. She is Clint's exact parallel as a little girl. And Clint recognizes that, but Kate doesn't because she's a little girl. She's like 20. So she's not going to get that for a very long time. And then I feel like once she finally recognized, oh my God, I'm just like him. The theme is growing up, because you're not done growing up after you turn 30 or after you join a group that you feel resonates with you, or hell, even after you buy an apartment complex and start helping people out with their rent. You're not done growing up. We all still need help growing up. And sometimes people can't accept that themselves. I really like Hawkeye as a character. The Matt Fraction David Asia run was great. And the colors, oh my God. Gorgeous. Gorgeous colors. Because I think something people don't recognize when you're reading it is that on 2 pages, they'll use the same colors, but the same colors in different atmospheres will look different. So it's like, it's cool. This is a cool read. I really like Hawkeye. It was a great read for me. And I don't know if other people like Hawkeye as much as I do. I'm actually sure that they don't. I really like this book. I really dig the characters. It's all really, really cool. I feel like you should read it for yourself.